Let's move on to a second study. This study was called Fear of Missing Out, Prevalence Dynamics, and Consequences of FOMO showed some important key findings. This is a meta-analysis, by the way, so it has a lot of information. If you guys don't know what a meta-analysis is, it's just a research paper that is done as a collection almost of different research done by other individuals or companies or universities or whatever, but it grabs research that already exists on the topic and it pulls them together into this meta-analysis that is essentially like the collection of the research, and it's going to dissect those different research articles or papers and bring forth like the data to show a common theme or differences or whatever. So the meta-analysis of research on FOMO indicated that people with higher levels of FOMO tend to be more dissatisfied with their own lives. They will often feel that their experiences are not as fulfilling as what others are doing. So even if you go fishing and somebody else goes fishing, you're going to feel that, or that person would feel that their experience of fishing was a lot better than yours or that person, right? This is called emotional dissonance, by the way. This is also very true with social media posts where people highlight, the best part of the post, and then you have these people who have a high levels of FOMO and they idolize this and they think of all the crazy happy stuff that this person, the streamer, whoever is doing on the internet and that they're not doing. This is eventually going to lead to an emotional burnout. And that's because some people, especially like people with high levels of FOMO, they want to be in the loop of everything, of every experience, of anything that happens mentally or emotionally or physically. And that is very tolling on the body, on all those same three things within yourself. And eventually it could lead to some higher levels of anxiety, like we saw, and that this connection between these two research articles indicates, right, that higher levels of FOMO increase anxiety, you even retract yourself from public settings, and you're going to have a worse view of your own life when compared to others. So we can see from these two different articles that there's going to be a profound negative impact on your mental health, particularly through anxiety, depression, and loneliness. FOMO often triggers cognitive and emotional stress, and individuals will constantly compare their experiences as with others and it being worse than that person, which in turn leads to chronic dissatisfaction and even a result from social withdrawal, which we spoke about, and isolation, which further exacerbates mental problems, right? And social media does provide this continuous stream of negative information to individuals, and eventually it just becomes emotional exhaustion, and it's so consistent and it's so fast and it's so much information that people who have high levels of FOMO it's overwhelming.